They are some of the most toxic sites in the country, and they're right here in the Miami Valley. The I-Team's John Bedell went county by county and investigated 5 of the most contaminated sites in our area. John also talked with neighbors about the potential danger next door.
Shirley Street loves her neighborhood in Riverside. She's lived here for a long time.
My youngest is 52 and he started kindergarten here.
But there's one thing she tells the I-Team she's not so fond of here.
Yeah, it's a concern.
Living near a U.S. EPA Superfund site.
A Superfund site is a site that has been assessed for possible risks to the human health and the environment surrounding the site.
Tim Fisher is a manager of the Superfund program with the U.S. EPA's regional office that covers Ohio. He tells the I-Team extensive testing determines whether a location becomes a Superfund site, making it eligible for federal funds to pay for investigation and cleanup.
They're typically some of the most complicated, most contaminated sites because the federal government has resources to handle those.
Mullins Rubber Products use the same group of chemicals that contaminated the groundwater here. Vapors from the toxic groundwater in this area impact a neighborhood that includes nearly 500 homes.
We live in this community and hope it's going to be safe for us and everybody that's living in it.
So yeah, I've been a little concerned over it.
The U.S. EPA lists 17 Superfund sites here in Ohio. Of those, 5 of them are right here in the Miami Valley. Here in Troy, there's one over a 20-square-block area that sits southeast of Water and Walnut Streets on the banks of the Great Miami River. The U.S. EPA says it's mostly common industrial chemicals that have contaminated groundwater, soil, and indoor air in some homes and businesses. The EPA has installed vapor abatement systems in 16 houses and an elementary school to address indoor health risks. Also in Miami County, along County Road 25A, the U.S. EPA says improper disposal of municipal and industrial wastes at the old landfills that closed in 1978 here contaminated soil, sediment, and groundwater. The county operates several facilities on other parts of the property today. The EPA tells the I-Team it's finished with cleanup here and is now monitoring the site to make sure cleanup functions like it's supposed to.
To make sure that if there's anything that looks like it could present a danger in the future, we address that right away.
Here on Webster Street, the groundwater is contaminated with chemicals too. Molly Baer Dayton now runs a plant that Chrysler Corporation owned and operated from the late 1930s until 2002. Right now, there's an asphalt plant and other businesses near Dryden and Nicholas Roads along the Great Miami River in Moraine. But there used to be an old dump and landfill here that contaminated the soil with things like lead and mercury, and groundwater with chemicals like vinyl chloride and benzene.
So for these 5 sites in the Miami Valley that we have, is it safe to live near there or to work near or on the site?
It is safe to live or work near the Superfund sites we're working on.
What do you think when you hear that from them?
I hope they're right, because your place is putting a lot of people at risk if you're wrong.
For the I-Team, I'm John Bedell, News Center 7.
And John joins us live. John, I know you looked into the cleanup timeline for these 5 sites.
And I did, James, and what I found is they're all different. You can read much more right now about the cleanup and mitigation work happening at all of these sites to keep you and your family safe. We've posted the full profile pages for all 5 of the Superfund sites here in the Miami Valley at our website, WHIO.com.
Spent a lot of time, John, in effort trying to put this story together. John Bedell live for us this afternoon. Folks, if you have a story and think our I-Team needs to get involved, please call us. There's the number, 937-535-7777. You can also message us on social media, or you can send us an email.